Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Paul, and in this Red Gaming Technical video, we're going to be discussing Zen. Now, there are a myriad of rumours, of course, swirling around about Zen, but in this video we're going to be doing something very different, because I can tell you some rumours and information which some websites are reporting, as well as some forums are going absolutely crazy about, are most likely not what they seem. So, just so we're all on the same page, Zen is going to launch early next year. We're looking at probably January, February time, and it's going to debut in SR3, SR5 and SR7s. In the future they might release different versions. However, the first processor we're going to see for the desktop is SR7. That is a 8-core, 16-thread model, and then a little later on AMD will finally grace us with SR5s and SR3s. Much later on after that we might also see some APUs for the desktop as well. Now, the reason this processor is so exciting is because it is signifying a return to form for AMD when it comes to desktop performance. Essentially, we're looking at Intel-like performance with Intel levels of performance in terms of multi-threading and single-thread, but an impressive number of processor cores, and basically the rumours are that this processor is going to be very competitive in terms of pricing, and the platform itself, Summit Ridge, also supports all the latest technology that you would come to expect, like the latest USB, PCIe 3.0 16 slot, up to multiple of them, 2 or more if the motherboard vendor desires it, and all the other bits and bobs that you would come to expect in a modern Intel platform. However, there are a couple of rumours which are swirling around right now on both forums and different websites, which tell us the release date of Zen, not the release date, the pricing of Zen, the performance of Zen, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Unfortunately, it's probably not quite what it appears to be, because we actually got an email a few days ago, and it actually popped into our email, and we haven't actually checked our email for a couple of days, so it's kind of just random that I happen to be looking at it today. Now, we got this email from this exact image that a lot of forums and a lot of websites are, showing. And, you can see it on screen. I'll probably going to pronounce the person's name wrong, so I can only apologise, but I'm only going to read out the first part anyway, just for privacy reasons. So I'll just say it's Soy. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that wrong. If not, correctly. If not, I really apologise. I suck at pronunciation of non-English names. I'm really sorry. But anyway, I'll read out the text. Hi, Red Gaming Tech. I'm super excited about AMD's upcoming new CPU Zen. I love watching your videos about them. I promise you this is not something we made up. I have some research and combined all rumours and made those comparisons. I wonder what you think of this. All Intel data is based on Google and YouTube. All AMD data based on rumours so far could be incorrect. So basically, a lot of this individual's images, assuming they did put it together, it looks like it. Those images, this image, they must have posted on other forums, or it's emailed to a few other people, and basically people are reporting this to be some leak which has insider information on it when it's not. Now, to all credit to the person, they actually did a really good job of actually basically making a comparison of what the processor is based on the latest rumours. I would point out a couple of the pricing things here we're looking at is probably fairly accurate. For example, the Zen SR7, the 8-core 16-thread, is listed to be about $350 US. I would probably say that's pretty accurate. From the rumours, it's looking at $300 to $350. So I'm going to assume he's erring on the side of caution and saying it's going to be slightly more expensive, therefore it's $350. The special Zen, well, you can look at it as the Black Edition. It's the one that comes with a pre-overclock and also overclocked higher, and once again, that's around $500. I have no idea what the pricing of that's going to be, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is going to be around the $500. I think I have heard it's going to be about $450 to $500 from one person, but I've no idea where the source of that rumour is, or if I'm just making it up in my head because I'm looking at this right now. And to be honest, it's so hard to keep on top of all of the rumours. I would say, hey, it makes some sense, but how much sense, I don't know. And then obviously you're going down the block with SR5, SR3. So what does all of that mean? Well, once again, these rumours are probably just a combination of all of the rumours we're hearing so far. And in this case, it's not that the rumour itself is incorrect, it's just it's not from an official source. It's basically a, for lack of a better way of putting it, but it's a collection of previous rumours and some guesswork scenario, which is absolutely fine. So I really apologise to the individual who emailed us. As I said, I'm blanking out their name because, well, that would be a gross representation of privacy for A, and also for B, it would be, well, I don't want them just getting randomly emailed because that would be kind of uncool. But and also apologise for not emailing them back because genuinely I didn't see the email until today. But with all of that said, hopefully you found this video at least something interesting. I don't know, hopefully. Normal things, if you want more, like, share, comment, subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. But for now, I'm going to get going. Take care of yourselves. Bye.